In this video, we're going to look at one of my top investments in this bear market that has really flown under the radar and take a look as to how much I am actually making every single day. Hey, what is up everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to another one of my videos. And in today's video, we're gonna have a look at frozen walrus finance. Now the layout of the video will be as follows. We're going to commence by doing a brief overview of the protocol. Secondly, we're gonna jump into who the team is and why I personally think they are one of the best teams in the space right now. The third thing we're going to look at is how much I am personally earning from this protocol. So I'm going to share with you guys my daily passive income from Frozen Walrus. And lastly, we're going to look at the future of Frozen Walrus. And I'm going to share with you guys my concluding personal thoughts. I will also be leaving a secret phrase somewhere in the video, so make sure you watch vigilantly, and I will choose two people who tell me the secret phrase at random in the Crypto Degen Discord. You will find the link down in the description in the first 12 hours of publishing the video, and I'll give those two people $50 in Walrus tokens each. Before we commence with the video, it is my obligation to remind you all that I am not a financial advisor and nothing in this video should be considered financial advice. You should always do your own research. Now, jumping into the protocol. Well, right off the bat, guys, you could tell that this protocol is indeed a tomb fork. However, in my opinion, it has innovated the space and in general is really differentiating itself from a general tomb fork. So similar to other algo protocols, you could see here that they have the Walrus token, which is pegged to USDC. And you guys already know that in this current downtrending market and the current bear market that we are suffering, stablecoins are the preferred choice. Even for me personally, I always love farming and holding stablecoins. Now, in comparison to other protocols, we've seen a lot of other protocols drop under peg, but Walrus is actually at 1.3. Now, I know for a fact a lot of you see this and you're like, oh, you know what? This protocol probably just started, and that's why it's so much above peg. But Frozen Walrus has actually been functioning for over a month. And even then, you guys could see that they have 1.3 peg. Now, how is this possible? What is going on? What is this magic fugazi stuff that we have not seen in any other protocol, while still paying out good rewards every single day? You know, for example, the Walrus USDC pair is still paying out 524%. And if you guys actually look at the math and divide it by that 365, you guys can see it is paying out 1.43% every single day on stable coins, which is absolutely mind-blowing to me. For me, anything above 1%, especially in this market, and you attach stablecoin to that, definitely is extremely attractive. And me personally, I've been earning this APR every single day for quite some time now, both in the farm and in the boardroom. Now, on top of this, because we generally do see the farm and the boardroom in a lot of other protocols, you guys can see that they have some cool stuff going on for them. Obviously, the first thing where I am also deposited into is they have the Walrus USDC LP nodes. Now, creating these LP nodes is actually really beneficial for the protocol because obviously, guys, it locks up a certain amount of LP, but the rewards you get are actually really good. You get 1.4%, which is paid out back into the LP, which you can simply go and deposit right into the farm directly and continue compounding those earnings and earning more. Now, if you look at the nodes, they actually have something very interesting going on. We have the Walrus USDC LP and the WShare USDC, but on top of that, you actually also have the Grape Walrus LP nodes. And as you guys already know, I personally have been in Grape Finance for a while, and they are also, as you can see, holding peg. So this is definitely a great partnership in my opinion. It definitely integrates two really strong communities, and these nodes pay out the most, as you can see here, 2% every single day, while it also locks up a lot of Grape, so the peg token of Grape Finance, and also ends up locking up a lot of Walrus, the peg token of Frozen Walrus. So it is actually a really smart initiative that the two protocols have taken together. Now on top of that, if you actually click the compound tab, you guys can see you could also auto compound your LPs over on magic.farm. Now if you guys don't know what that is also a reputable auto compounding protocol in my opinion. You can simply click the invest button and it'll bring you over to the auto compounding protocol, where you can simply deposit your funds here and you'll get up to almost 2% every single day because of the auto compounding mechanisms. And now coming to the second point of the video today, we are going to be talking about who the team actually is and why I think they're the best in the space. Well, if we actually head on over to their Discord, you can see here that Lame Hillbilly is the founder and the core member of the team. Now, who is Lame Hillbilly? Why am I so bullish on this guy? Well, first of all, I'm going to tell you guys right now, if you head on over to the announcements, you can see they have announcements going on all the time, right? They keep the Discord extremely active. In my opinion, you know, having over 2,500 members, this is all organic growth. You know, I've been watching this number grow for a long period of time, and I can definitely tell you guys that it is not botted. They didn't have any of those weird competitions going on where people invite crazy amount of bots and everything like that. And yeah, as I said, it is one of the most active communities that I have personally seen in the space. And that's because not only are they sharing knowledge and talking about the protocol, but also creating a very chill environment for people that are like-minded and in DeFi. And that's why I think they're doing good, because I personally do think community is a very core element. Now, jumping back to who the team actually is, you can see Lame Hillbilly right here. This individual, if we skip on over just a little bit, you can see this individual right here is a Lame Hillbilly, right guys? And he makes his own YouTube videos. He talks about Frozen Walrus. He puts out a lot of educational content, as you guys can see here. We made a video recently about front running bots and stuff like that. So these are really important things that you should know when investing in the protocol. And yeah, he's very upfront. You could even DM him, you could talk to him in the chat at all times. So that level of transparency and having yourself doxxed, making videos quite often, definitely does spark a lot of inspiration, not only for myself but also for the community, in my opinion, which is why they are confident in being invested in this protocol. And on top of that, they have AMAs all the time in their Discord. You can see here, if I click the events, they have games going on, they have Tusk Talk Fridays going on, and they have Walter's birthday party going on. They have a lot of stuff going on to ensure that the community is interactive, so that people are in the right headspace, especially in this bear market, as I mentioned earlier. And that's something I definitely see as a positive, being interactive with the community and always making sure everybody is up to date. Now, the other thing about the protocol is the Gnosis Safe. Now, if you guys don't know what the Gnosis Safe is, it kind of tells you a little bit more about the treasury and the funds that the protocol has. And although this is a little bit confusing, we can also take the address and throw it onto the D-Bank. And you can see that the DAO treasury currently has over $400,000 in it. Which is really insane. And as you guys can see, almost 50% of this money is actually in stable coins, which is really healthy for the protocol. It's really strong. That shows to me that, you know, the protocol has enough funds to be able to create new functionalities to help the peg price if necessary, and to further grow that community, which is what you want to see. You don't want to see protocols struggling to build a treasury, because obviously that leads to a lack of being able to build functionalities and utilities, which is what Frozen Walrus is aiming to do, which is why they created nodes, and they are going to be creating a lot more. And the last part about the team is that I want to talk about, and I am extremely sorry, Lame Hillbilly, because I know you didn't want me to talk about it, but I have to talk about it. This price is absolutely insane, bro. I've been trying to buy damn Walrus for a long time, but I can't because the community is so strong. I can't because I'm trying to get stuff cheap in good protocols such as Frozen Walrus, but I simply cannot because the protocol is too good. The community is just too damn strong, you know? So instead, I've been market buying. And even if you look at Walrus share, look at this. Ever since we bottomed out at $57, this token has gone up 300%, right? And look, this increase, it's not an unhealthy increase. It's not going up straight up. right? It's going up slowly. We have that slow increase over a period of time, which shows that this is a great indication of the value of the protocol, right? The value that the protocol brings to individuals, and is not simply just a pumping up. You know, it pumps 5x in 2 days and then dumps the next day. It's not something like that. It is a healthy build, you know, it is a healthy stride up. All right, now I'm not going to talk about price anymore, because Lame Hillbilly, he told me don't talk about the price because he doesn't want people to buy into it or pump the protocol. That's how genuine this guy is, bro. He literally told me don't talk about the price because I don't want people to like FOMO in and stuff like that. So I will say, as always, guys, make sure you do your own research. I personally am just hyped about it because I love this protocol. I think the team is absolutely brilliant. Now, jumping into the third part, namely how much I am earning from this protocol. Now, my funds are actually spread out, so I have my LP on my Ledger wallet, but I can tell you guys right now that I am making $160 from that every single day. And I have my shares in my boardroom, and as you guys can see here, I am earning 625% APR. So if we actually do the math on that real quick, we have 625% APR divided by 365, which is giving me 1.71%. We'll say 1.71 for ease of understanding, and we have $4,600 here, plus 1.77%. That means I'm getting $78 from here. So $78 plus the so $78 plus $160 from my LP. I'm earning $238 every single day with my eyes closed. And as you guys can see, I'm not even gonna lie, I forget to even take my profits. I have $500 of Walrus just sitting here. I haven't taken any Walrus out ever since I deposited my money, and that's because I'm not that worried about it. I'm just gonna take this now, $500, pair it with another $500, and throw it into my LP. Right, guys? And that's the kind of protocols you want to be a part of. And that's why I always say passive income is supposed to be something you don't constantly have to look at the charts at. I'm not constantly running, you know, oh, claim my reward, sell, claim my reward, sell, the protocol's gonna die. I'm not doing any of that because I'm chilling with this protocol. And whenever I have time, I come and I check on it, I claim my rewards, I live happy, and I'm doing my day-to-day things. I'm not constantly looking at my phone trying to figure out when I should be dumping my shares because the protocol is gonna die, right, guys? And that's essentially how much I am earning from this protocol. The last part that I want to discuss is the future of Frozen Walrus and my personal opinion. So firstly, we have the second peg token coming for the protocol. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, if you guys actually head on over back to their announcements, you can see here that they created a announcement yesterday saying that they created a Guess the Peg channel. If you head on over here, you can actually guess what kind of peg token is going to be launched next, which tells me that their first token, so Walrus, they are going to have a second token coming out called Narwhal, and that token is going to be pegged to something which they haven't announced yet, but probably will be announced very shortly, as can be seen from their Discord. And that allows me to understand that they are increasing the functionalities and the utility for this protocol. They have their share token, which is now going to be worth even more because you're going to essentially have two boardrooms now printing. You're going to have this boardroom that is going to be printing Walrus tokens, and you're going to have another boardroom that is going to essentially print Narwhal tokens. And yeah, I'm extremely excited about that. I think that's a very, very nice addition to the protocol. And on top of that, they have an NFT game that is going to be coming out with a bigger NFT company. It's not going to be your basic NFT game. If you actually look on over to their roadmap, you guys can see right here in Q4, they have a trading card game coming up. This is going to be like Hearthstone level, you know. We're talking about something that is very nice, something that costs a lot of money from what I can tell. And it's definitely gonna be something that brings in a bunch of investors into Frozen Walrus. That is something that is very necessary in the space. I feel like games are not integrated into DeFi enough, and if we have a solid game that is enjoyable and rewarding, I definitely do not see why we could not see Frozen Walrus being one of the top tomb fork protocols in the space. Now, in regards to my personal and concluding thoughts, as I always say, guys, I always look for the protocol strength, and when I see this huge of a number and it's only going up every single day, even the stable coins are going up every single day. When I see that number, in regards to a DAO treasury that is controlled by an individual who is doxxed and has no issues with talking about himself, his family, or anything else, that does tell me that these funds are not going to disappear overnight, so I could sleep on my money, which, as you guys can see, I have been doing. I'm not concerned about my Walrus. Maybe I'll let this get to like $1,000 and I'll pair it with another $1,000 of fresh USDC, and then you know, add on to my LP that I already have existing. Now that is going to be it for the video, guys. I hope this information was helpful to you guys. I personally think this TVL should easily be 5 times the amount it is at. I do think that this is very, very undervalued, especially the share tokens. I do believe that this can be anywhere between $400 to $500, especially with their second peg token coming soon. So I definitely suggest you guys go and check them out. Make sure you guys do join the Crypto Degen Discord and shoot me that secret phrase that you would have seen in this video already, and I will choose 2 people at random in the next 12 hours and give them $50 Walrus each, so that you can also go and create your LP or add on to the LP that you already have. Thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you all have an amazing end of the week, and as always, guys, let's get that bag. Peace.